Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel and another video on Gran Turismo 7. I am back home and I'm one day late on the new challenge, so let's jump into the game and check out the details on the new one. And the new challenge is in Willow Springs in the very old Mercedes Benz 300 SL. I have never driven this car before, but let's check out which time we have to beat as of today. And the current time to beat is a 1:35.468, so let's get right into the laps and try to get a better one. What is most important to have a good lap is to get a good amount of speed out of the last corner to go over the line at maximum speed. Then for the first corner, position your car to the right and the first brake marker is shortly before the 100 board. Brake hard in a straight line and use some trail braking before downshifting to third gear. To keep it narrow in the corner, the car might slide a bit, but try to go early back to the power and up to fourth gear. Then position your car to the left, and for this right-hander there is actually just a lift off necessary, no braking. A short downshift to third gear will give you some deceleration, then go up to fourth again, and once you can see this post in the background, go back to the throttle fully and try to keep it as narrow as possible, carrying a good amount of speed through the corner. Now position your car to the right again, and the next brake point is a good distance before the 50-meter board. Brake in a straight line and go down to third gear, and to help with rotation you can actually also use second gear, but the car might get unstable, so be careful with this one. Early up to third gear and back to the power fully. Now lift off and let the car coast into this right-hander. You can again use the second gear to get some more rotation, but early back to third gear and back to the power again. For the next one, position your car to the very right hand side of the track, and shortly after the beginning of this curb, brake in a straight line. You can go slightly off track with two tires on the right, but try to keep it as narrow as possible to the left hand side curb without sliding too much, and try to get early back to the power in third gear before upshifting to fourth on hill. Now the next sector is actually flat out, so accelerate all the way through and keep it in fourth gear, position it to the left hand side of the track. And now get your turn in point right, because you can take this one flat out and try to keep it as narrow as possible to the inside. At corner exit, position the car to the left hand side of the track and a good amount of distance before the 200 board, brake in a straight line and actually let the car coast through the last corner to keep stability. Now aim for the apex, which is the inside curb here on the right hand side, and try to get to the power as early as possible without going off track to the main straight. And by doing so, you will carry a good amount of speed to the finish line and hopefully get a gold time and the 2 million credits. And let's review the lap once more from chase cam. Carrying a good amount of speed out of the last corner, go over the finish line, position the car to the right hand side, and shortly before the 100 board, brake and go down to third gear to get some rotation, keep it narrow to the corner, avoid too much sliding and early back to the power. Up to fourth gear, position the car to the left hand side, let it coast into the right hander. For some braking, use down to third gear shortly, up to fourth, and if you see this post in the back, go to the power and keep it narrow to keep a good amount of speed through the right hander. Now position the car to the right hand side of the track, and shortly after the 100 board, go to the brakes, down to third gear, use second gear for more rotation, try to keep it stable, early up to third, back to the power shortly. Now lifting up the accelerator pedal, let car coast, short downshift to second for some rotation, early back to third and back to the power again. Go to the right hand side of the track and at this curb on the right, brake in a straight line, keep it in third gear, try to keep it narrow for this left hander, avoid too much sliding, early back to the power in third, and accelerate, upshift to fourth gear on this hill, and now the rest of this section is actually flat out. Keep it in fourth gear and accelerate all the way through, position the car to the left hand side of the track. Now get yourself the turn in point right, try to keep a stable angle of the steering wheel to get through this right hander while keeping it narrow. At the exit, position it on the left and before the 200 board, brake in a straight line and let the car coast into the corner. Now hit for the apex, which is the inside curb on the right here, and go early back to the power without going off track at the corner exit. Now take a good amount of speed to the finish line, hopefully getting a gold time and 2 million credits. And that's already it. One lap and the Mercedes 300 SL. The car is rather sensitive to load changes and you shouldn't slide too much, but then it should be rather easy to complete this challenge. So let me know in the comments what time you were able to achieve, and as usual, if this video helped you out, feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss next week's video. And then I say thank you for watching again, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.